History of United States of America. The history of the United States of America, USA, began with the arrival of indigenous peoples before 15,000 BC. The first European explorers arrived in the late 15th and early 16th centuries, with the first successful British colonies established in the early 17th century. The colonies declared independence from Great Britain in 1776, leading to the American Revolutionary War. The war ended in 1783 with the recognition of the independence of the United States by Great Britain, and the signing of the Treaty of Paris. The new country then began a period of westward expansion and territorial acquisitions, leading to the Louisiana Purchase in 1803 and the Mexican-American War in 1846. The United States also became involved in the European conflicts, leading to the War of 1812 and later the American Civil War, fought between 1861 and 1865. The war resulted in the abolition of slavery and the Union's victory. In the late 19th century, the United States became a world power, with its economy becoming the largest in the world. The country also became involved in World War I and World War II, playing a major role in the defeat of Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan. The post-war years were marked by prosperity and the Cold War with the Soviet Union. The Korean War and the Vietnam War took place in the 1950s and 1960s. And the United States became involved in conflicts in the Middle East and other regions. The collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 marked the end of the Cold War. And the United States entered a period of economic growth and political stability. In recent history, the United States has been involved in conflicts in the Middle East and other regions, and has also faced domestic challenges such as economic inequality and political polarization. The country has also seen significant social and cultural changes, including the civil rights movement and the rise of technology. Presidents that led United States of America with their achievements. 1. George Washington, 1789 to 1797, first President of the United States, led the Continental Army to victory in the American Revolutionary War. Helped to establish the U.S. Constitution and the Bill of Rights, and set precedents for future presidencies. 2. Abraham Lincoln, 1861 to 1865, 16th President of the United States, led the country through its Civil War, preserving the Union and ending slavery, and delivered the famous Emancipation Proclamation and the Gettysburg Address. 3. Franklin D. Roosevelt, 1933 to 1945, 32nd President of the United States, led the country through the Great Depression and World War II. Established the New Deal to address economic issues, and greatly expanded the role of the federal government in the economy. 4. Harry S. Truman, 1945 to 1953, 33rd President of the United States, led the country through the end of World War II and the start of the Cold War. Made the controversial decision to drop atomic bombs on Japan, and established the Marshall Plan to aid in the reconstruction of Europe. 5. John F. Kennedy, 1961 to 1963, 35th President of the United States. During his short presidency he proposed the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the creation of the Peace Corps. And his handling of the Cuban Missile Crisis is widely considered one of the greatest acts of presidential leadership in American history. 6. Ronald Reagan, 1981 to 1989, 40th President of the United States, led the country through a period of economic growth, played a crucial role in ending the Cold War. And his policies, known as Reaganomics, had a significant impact on the American economy. 7. Barack Obama, 2009 to 2017, 44th President of the United States, first African-American president, passed the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, to provide health care for millions of Americans, and played a key role in the legalization of same-sex marriage. 8. Donald Trump, 2017 to 2021, 45th President of the United States, implemented policies such as tax cuts and deregulation. Played a role in the normalization of relations between Israel and several Arab countries, and oversaw the country's response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Untold story of United States of America. The history of the United States of America is complex and multifaceted, and there are many stories that have not been widely told or widely recognized. Some examples include: 1. The treatment of Native American peoples. The history of the United States has been marked by the displacement and mistreatment of indigenous peoples. From forced removal from ancestral lands to the boarding school system that separated indigenous children from their families and culture. The treatment of Native American peoples has been a significant and often untold story in the history of the United States. 2. The history of slavery and racial discrimination. While the abolition of slavery and the civil rights movement are recognized as important parts of American history, the ongoing legacy of slavery and racial discrimination has not always been fully acknowledged. This includes the impact of slavery on the economy and the development of the country, the ways in which discriminatory laws and practices have been used to maintain racial inequality, and the ongoing challenges faced by communities of color. The United States is home to many popular tourist destinations, such as New York City, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, and the Grand Canyon, which attract millions of visitors every year. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Remote Classroom.